Okay, it's been a few days, probably closer to a week, since I've heard Sabaton's version of 1916. I've listened to it repeatedly. It's actually on a playlist. I processed it, I've let it sink in. I've actually thought about that song quite a bit. So now it's time to listen to the original. This is 1916 by Motorhead. And I'm gonna say Sabaton's version of that song is just heartbreaking, gut-wrenching. So now I'm gonna hear the original. Before I get going, be sure to subscribe. Helps me out so much. Patreon is in the description down below. New uploads every Sunday. Let's do this.
16 years old when I went to the war to fight for a land fit for heroes.
I'm gonna say that church organ is a beautiful touch.
16 years old when I went to the war to fight for a land fit for heroes. God on my side and a gun in my hand, chasing my days down to zero. And I marched and I fought and I bled and I died, and I never did get any older. But I knew at the time that a year in the line was a long enough life for a soldier.
I know I haven't heard it yet, but I love that it's the same song. About this, like, it's literally the exact same song, but the feel is just so completely different. This feels like it would be at a funeral. This is definitely something you would hear at a funeral. Sabaton's version of it's like, oh my god, what's the word? Because that's definitely not hopeful. Fuck, I can't think of the word. But it's a completely different feel.
But I knew at the time that a year in the line was a long enough life for a soldier. We all volunteered and we wrote down our names, and we added 2 years to our ages. Eager for life and ahead of the game, ready for history's pages. And we brawled and we fought and we hoard till we stood 10,000 shoulder to shoulder. A thirst for the Hun, we were food for the gun, and that's what you are when you're soldiers.
And this next verse is just so heartbreaking.
I heard my friend cry he sank to his knees, coughing blood as he screamed for his mother. And I fell by his side, and that's how we died, clinging like kids to each other. And I lay in the mud and the guts and the blood, and I wept as his body grew colder. And I called for my mother, and she never came, though it wasn't my fault. And that's how we died, clinging as he screamed for his knees.
I have to hear it again.
I heard my friend cry, and he sank to his knees, coughing blood as he screamed for his mother. And I fell by his side, and that's how we died, clinging like kids to each other. And I lay in the mud and the guts and the blood, and I wept as his body grew colder. And I called for my mother, and she never came, though it wasn't my fault, and I wasn't to blame. The day not half over, and 10,000 slain, and now there's nobody remembers our names. And that's how it is for us older.
That song is just so heartbreaking. And honestly, I would never in a million years expect Motorhead to have a song like that. I hope they have more like that. All the Motorhead fans out there, let me know if they have more like the slower, like, see, I don't want to say softer, but yeah, like the slower, softer songs like that. Because every single thing I've heard from Motorhead doesn't even hint at that. Fuck, I have something in my eye. Well, that's going on the playlist. It's the same exact song. Or Sabaton's. Like the way they cover it. It's the same song, just a completely different feel. That's something you would hear at like a funeral or like a war memorial. I'm gonna go listen to that again. That was absolutely gorgeous. I hiccuped and that was coming for a while. I've been trying to hold that in for a long time. For now, that's it. That's all. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you again real soon. Later.